Well, in cases of my personal outlet, it's more of, since I'm a writer, I really enjoy just talking about anything, really, just talking about how things went. And I think that a regular journal is more of, you're just doing like a play-by-play of what you were doing that day. But blogging, I think, is just something so different from that. I think it's more of, you're just trying to express how you felt in a moment, or how something made you feel, how it changed your life. And to me, that's important, because you don't really get to tell people about that. Like, I don't think a lot of people will talk about how something made them feel in the moment, or how different it's going to make things, or how angry something has made them. Maybe you'll talk about your emotions with your really close friends, but I don't think you really get the chance to show that vulnerability and to show how something makes you feel. I think that just some people just don't have the capability to show that kind of raw emotion, and it's just that it's not that they're necessarily afraid of what people might think. Maybe that might be something that is the cause of them not being able to show that kind of emotion, but I also think that it has something to do with the fact that some people just aren't willing to be as open about certain emotions as others. I think it's just they're more personal and more, I would say, private about that kind of thing, and that some things that I think they might feel is it's more easy for them to express to someone they've never met, or maybe they don't expect anyone to read it, so it's more like it's just to themselves. I mean, there are options on LiveJournal where you can make it private, so it's not really you're talking to anyone. You're just sort of expressing in words how something has made you feel. And for me personally, there are times when I've felt something and I just want to sort of write it out and say how I felt in that moment, or during a certain time period of my life. And LiveJournal is also a really great website, because you can look back on your entries and see how much you've changed. And I think that's another really important thing, because it just sort of helps you to see how different things are, and gives you some kind of perspective on how something has affected you, or how things have changed. And the private, like I said, the private and public and friends options just sort of, I guess, help you to be more free in what you're expressing, because just if you knew that someone you don't want to know something was going to read it, you obviously would censor it more, and that's just not really a good thing.